Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 36-year-old Texas resident Thomas Ballard was seen on the Capitol grounds. He was wearing an InfoWars hat. Kind of tells you everything you need to know right there. And at various times, he had a gas mask on. Ballard was watching as others were battling with the police, and he saw the police deploying pepper spray and tear gas. So he knew it wasn't a peaceful protest. He knew he wasn't supposed to be there, but instead of leaving, he moved towards the police line. He confronted officers. At one point, an officer grabbed a pole that was being used by another member of the mob, and Ballard inserted himself into the situation. He stepped in and he struck the officer's hand to stop him. So eventually the police line collapsed and Ballard moved to the lower West Terrace. And he had somehow by that point come into possession of a baton. It was a police baton. While outside the tunnel, Ballard assaulted officers with multiple objects. He used a piece of metal scaffolding, several planks of wood he threw at them, also a metal pole. Then Ballard was seen throwing a broken tabletop at the police. And Ballard was seen throwing an unknown object at the police. They said it was something he found on the ground, and then he picked it up and threw it at them. He was also seen searching the ground again, and then he came up with what appeared to be a broken table leg. So you might remember that they had broken into the Capitol, they got into an office, and they broke up furniture, and then they carried it out of the broken window to use against the police. So Ballard chucked that broken table leg at the officers. Sometime after that, he was seen on video striking the officers with the baton. Then he was seen using a strobe light to temporarily blind them or to at least distract the police. And then he was seen throwing some sort of liquid on the officers. Then he slid metal scaffolding towards their legs and their feet. And then before finally leaving the area, Ballard threw a second metal pole at the police. So before he left the Capitol grounds, Ballard was seen and heard in an interview, and he admitted that the goal was to, quote, get in the Capitol. And when the interviewer asked Ballard about the electoral vote count, he said, quote, "From what I heard, they suspended it because they are a bunch of cowards. We scared them off." So Ballard was arrested on August 10th of 2021, and in a second superseding indictment, he was charged with 2 counts of civil disorder, obstructing an official proceeding, 1 count of assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon, 1 count of assaulting officers, entering restricted grounds with a deadly or dangerous weapon, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, one of which included a deadly or dangerous weapon enhancement, and 2 counts of physical violence, one of which also included that deadly or dangerous weapon enhancement. Due to the violent nature of his crimes, Ballard was held in prison pending trial. So he was arrested and held from that time forward. And in July of 2023, Ballard pleaded guilty to assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon. So he was facing up to 20 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. The government, however, requested 57 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. And Ballard has a bit of a criminal history, although it's a bit dated. In 2010, he was sentenced to probation for evading law enforcement. In 2013, Ballard received additional probation time for unlawful possession of a weapon. Unfortunately, I couldn't locate any details about what was said in court for the January 6th trial, or his case, I should say, but U.S. District Judge Richard Leon presided over Ballard's case, and he sentenced Ballard to 54 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. And then the judge ordered that Ballard should receive credit for time served. So he's already been in there just over 2 of his 4.5 years. So, he'll be in there for a little while longer. The good news, he'll still be locked up during the next election. Obviously, that's a plus. So I will let you know when or if I hear more. I have a feeling with how violent this guy was, we're going to hear more. So I'll keep you posted. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.